Well, good morning and welcome back to the Pichonnière Valley in France, where we have purchased an old French farm, renovated the farmhouse, and we're trying to make a go of it at farming here in the French countryside of the Sarthe department with the equipment that was left behind in the sheds. We've acquired a bartered tractor, and we've even gone a step up from that and bought a used tractor, an older one, give us a little more horsepower because we were having a little bit of trouble with our bartered one. It's May 2 if you look in the upper right. Money's gone down a little bit since the last time I saw you as well, but we did get our second day in May, which is good and bad. Let's walk and talk. Let me get some coffee here first. A little bit of go juice. Good and bad that we're in May 2. Time's going to go a little slower now that we've got 2 days per month. So we won't see the changes the next day like we had in the past. Because, you know, we'll have 2 days to get through a month. But it'll be good because our equipment's small and it takes an awful long time to get anything done. So we did get clover into this field. It hasn't germinated yet because we're in the 2-day months. It should be, we'll see growth tomorrow. And yeah, our oat field should look the same as yesterday. So I think when I went out to, what did I put in? Oh, I put in the stone bucket. I had to save the game, go out and load a mod to put in the stone bucket so that we could get the stones off that when we cultivated. So there's our stones. Yeah. This morning, and if you know, then maybe you can divine out exactly when I'm recording this. It's a few days in advance. But this morning, Mod Hub wasn't loading for me, which is kind of weird. So we got what we got, and that'll be it for today. So I put in a garden. This is the Polish garden. There's nothing active over here. I did get water in here with that one-axle trailer that we bought off of FaceSpace Marketplace yesterday. So we're going to turn this on. We made so much money with our garden, or our greenhouses rather, on the Italian farm. This could be a way to support the farm. I also did something I don't normally, actually I've never used it before. We don't have super strength on console, and I have never used the liftable pallets and bales mod by Joss before, but I do have it loaded and active now. It'll just make it a little easier. We'll be able to pick the produce up by hand, loaded into the truck. And primarily that's what I'm going to limit myself to using it for, is just for the greenhouse pallets. Just to make things a little bit easier, because otherwise I got to get a skid steer or something just to make it work. So let's turn some of this stuff on. I don't know where the point is. There it is. So what should we grow? Let's grow a lot of the things. All I have is, I don't have the seeds and solid fertilizer. I just got the water in, and we'll do that for now. So let's do like the, you know, your standard greenhouse crops and see what it looks like. You can do lots of stuff in here, huh? Yeah, strawberries too. Tomatoes. How's that? Yeah, it's good. It's kind of neat. What's that? That must be the garlic. There's the spring onions. That's lettuce. That's the cabbage, obviously. What's that? The strawberries? Probably. And then what's that? Oh, that's the tomato plants. Wait. That's probably the cabbage. So what's this? I don't know. Alright, well, we'll let that go though. That'll be fine. We got lettuce, tomato, strawberry, spring onion, Napa cabbage, and garlic going in our little garden now. We'll let that continue. Let's see. What do I do now? I got more grass to cut. I know that. So we'll need to get on that. I need to try and get some other kind of mower, but now that we're down to 10,000 euros, I'm probably going to wait on that. We can get by with what we have, I think, for a little while longer. When we utilize this for stones again, we need to try and attach something heavy to the back here so we don't end up slipping and sliding like we were last time. I don't know what. Maybe the weeder. All we have over here is a cultivator right now. But I know I gotta take that off to be able to put the mower on. Which is right here. For whatever reason, I'm not quite sure I understand why, but the mower does not work when you have the, I don't. It does not work when you have the front loader on. But you can have the box on. Or the flatbed. And it would probably look better if it were on, but I'm not gonna put it on. Just go ahead and we'll operate this thing like this. So we're gonna get in here, we're gonna cut some more grass. Let me move my baler out of the way. So I think I want to go all the way. I want to put like all this in clover. Let's move this. Oh, can't I pick it up? I could pick it up yesterday. That's weird. The other day I could pick this thing up by hand. I can't do it now. That's unfortunate. Well, it's okay, we got it here. But yeah, it's unfortunate we can't do that anymore. So, what, we're gonna go around clockwise, and then we'll go around counterclockwise around the outside at the end. And then we'll cultivate it up, and we'll get stones picked and we'll get clover sown. So I don't know, this grass is, yeah, it's got like one slight growth state in it. So I'll just drive around the fence and figure out how we're going to do this here. Maybe I'll leave some grass over by the vineyard. I don't know. Like, we don't have a lot of money to do much right now. What did we make? We made about 10,000 euros on the hay we baled on that other portion of the field. So we might be able to do that again over here. I guess we could just go ahead and cut it all, and then we'll figure out what we'll cultivate out once we get the cultivator. No reason not to cut all the grass. Other than the fact this is going to be tricky over here. But yeah, let me do a quick time lapse of cutting all this grass. Oh, it's nearly 9:45. There is something just incredibly satisfying about cutting grass with a sickle bar mower. It's been a slow slog, but we've gotten through it. Let's run around the outside counterclockwise here and get it as tight as we can. So this grass here, it actually wasn't cut because it's technically still growing, so it's not in the ready to harvest phase. That's why it didn't cut. I really like this one because this particular sickle bar mower on the Fortschritt machine, because the mower's ahead of the rear wheel. It gives you an interesting ability to turn and stuff. I'm going to try and get near there's actually some weather damage to the grass here. We did get hail last night. I'm not going to, I don't think, be able to get in that area there between the vine and the fence, so we'll have to come in there with the mulcher. I was thinking as I was doing all that, the royal we were doing all that, I wonder if the liftable pallets and bales mod somehow conflicted with the push me pull me pack or whatever it's called, the hand. Be able to get that grass out of there, and probably not. Yeah. Let me run around the outside here quick. Take a minute or two. Alright, well there we go. That area is actually quite large. We never did get it all cut the first time, did we? Because we ran out of daylight. Let's hold that up. think we need to drop that off. Move it aside. But we can still lift this, so... I don't know. Let me go try and lift like the little, mulcher. See what happens there. Where is it? Yeah, I can still lift this, so... Of course, that baler, that was in a different pack, wasn't it? But I did lift it, right? I remember lifting it. I don't know. Maybe I'm going crazy. Get the rake on the back here. Be nice to do this as hay, but we don't have the time for that, I don't think. Especially because we still have the hand baler and we really don't have a way to do anything better than that. I ain't got enough money. I guess I could lease something, I suppose. I don't know. So hopefully we can get close enough to the fence line here and the vineyard to kind of drag everything out. Probably could have got a little closer there. It's alright. Oh, I missed this whole bit, didn't I? I was going to come over here and get this, and I didn't. Dare I go back and grab it again? I probably should. I'll do it off camera, maybe. I can get all this in my... What I need to do is, I think I gotta break the tines on the thing, aren't I? Don't want to do that. Break the tines on my windrower. Fortschritt went this fast when we were raking with it. This will go fairly quick once I can get away from the fence, I think. And the vineyard. Get too close to the fence here, so this should be alright. Zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. Don't get caught on that pole. Ah! Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of grass here. I think I'm being optimistic if I think I can get this baled and loaded and cleared out of here today, so I don't think I can get clover sown in this part of the field before tomorrow. That's just too much, I think. It'd be nice, but I don't think I can pull that off. I think I might, I don't know. ain't nothing to it but to do it. We can try it. We can certainly try and pull it off. If we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. Alright, we're going to turn around and go the other way. Need to try and make these tighter though. Because if I gotta go around all these 2 times with the baler, it's gonna take a while. Definitely gotta get this done before the grass regrows though, because that just makes it that much harder to see where the windrow is at. Okay. The curves make it harder. Try and eliminate the curves if we can. Let's see if we can start getting this done. Let's go. I'm trying to figure out if I can go straight on a line. Well, what would be good is if I get what's 270? Yeah. I'm not gonna get rid of that. But we'll just do the best we can. is gonna be a lot of grass to bale. Wow. So it's 12:30 now. It is gonna be rough to get this all done. I don't know whether I should start on a windrow on the outside, a headland, or yeah, I suppose. It's probably the thing to do. I'll go around the outside counterclockwise to start with, and we'll see what happens. Let's see. That should open it up, turn on, and let's... Oh, wait. Oh, we're not going to get far at all, are we? This is going to make so many bales. It's just going to be hard to deal with. I'm not even doing the headland yet, am I? I don't think small squares is the way to go. I don't really have anything to do bale handling. If I started doing rounds, I'm just going to see if I can go up this one and get it all. Nope, no I can't. Well, maybe it's going a little better. Yeah, 500 liters at a time. And then we got to manhandle these to load them. It's going to be tough. So I'd like to do clover hay. But ultimately the goal would be to do clover silage. So I'm thinking we'll need a round baler and a round bale wrapper. And then we're going to need a bale trailer and then a front loader. But if a 125 centimeter round bale is, say, 4,500, 5,000 liters, that's what, like 9 of these small squares. It's just much more efficient to do it that way. Although we're doing better, we're getting the whole windrow. We did better windrows over here than we did on the first part of the field. That could all change once we start doing the headland, though. I did miss a little there, didn't I? Can't get it. Yep, 5 liters, but it's something. This is pretty thick here, it looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna get bale like between every windrow here. But I couldn't just cultivate in the grass. I mean, there's so much money here. It's a shame that I'm probably not going to get this clover in over here, that it's going to grow in June. But what are you going to do? I mean, it takes as long as it takes. Unless I call Julian and maybe see if I can borrow some stuff from him. I don't know. But he's got his own things going on. How long do you think this is going to take me the rest of the day just to bale this stuff, I think. Then we got to get it off the field. Then we got to cultivate it. Then we got to stone pick it. And then we got to... It's a lot. It's a little after 3:30. It's kind of tough when you're working in close proximity to the trees because sometimes the light peeking through the trees, the gaps in the trees looks like you got grass or hay or something on the ground, and it's actually just the light. I had fantasies of being further along. I don't know whether to call them fantasies or delusions at this point, but yeah. This has taken quite a while. My arms are tired. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be putting any clover in today. I don't know. We'll see. maybe if I could clear the bales out of the area right by the gate over there, maybe. Just extend that little bit that much further and then do this part over here tomorrow. I don't know. I'm guessing we got over 100 bales we just made. It's a shame that I can't pick this up. I don't know if I can run faster than 8 kilometers per hour or not. When I could pick this up, I think I could move faster, but I don't know. But we'll start in this area. We'll clear the bales out of here and maybe, I don't know, I'll decide as I go along. The first thing I want to do is I want to get this baler out of here. Then I'm going to grab the mulcher. Let's see. I'm going to grab this. I got to start the engine. I know it's unnecessary to do this, but I just don't like the grass being in different kind of growth state. So I'm going to run over here along the, between the fence and the vineyard. And I think if I mulch that grass with this, it'll look the same. It'll be like the same height and it won't leave anything on the ground. That's what I think is going to happen. Yep. Well, kind of. Close to what happens. But it'll look better if the grass is all of a similar height. To me, at least. I'm a stickler for that kind of thing, you know. Just looks better. Alright. I know. OCD is a terrible thing to have. A mind is a terrible, terrible thing. Oh! Caught the pole there. Don't hit the post. Alright. Turn that off. I think we're good. No, maybe get this little part here. What'll it look like? To make it look kind of the same? Yeah. There we go. That looks better. Get that little bit right there. Ooh, and it'll set that grass back. Alright, that's good. Put that right here. Okay. I'm going to take a breather. Let's walk across and take a look at the garden and see how it's looking. I don't know how quickly that's going to make pallets of produce or not. I have no idea. I've never used the Polish garden other than to do the potatoes, which is like a separate one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Another one. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, we got nothing, but the growth is further along. And yeah, it's in the hundreds, so it's going to be, it's not going to be fast. So yeah, we may want to get the seeds and the fertilizer going over here. I don't know if it slows it down, if it's shared productions. I don't know. But yeah, it looks good. What would be cool is if the growth state, remember how these, I guess these might be the, I don't know which ones are the spring onions, which ones are the garlic. But remember how they were smaller before? It would be cool if it went back in the growth states after it produced a pallet. I don't know if it'll do that or not, but anyway. am I rejuvenated? No, not really. But I think we're going to go on to the next thing, which means we're going to start trying to get some of these bales out of this field. I suppose if we can load the lizard dragon up one time, go sell it, and then get it loaded a second time, that'd be a pretty successful day. Thing is, once it gets dark, it's going to be hard to collect these bales up out of this field once it goes dark, so. It's not going to be fun. It would be nice to have like some sort of auto load bale trailer. Get the neighborhood football team like we did in Ohio. Of course, I guess here it'd be a football team, not an American football team, but a soccer team. I don't know if they would be inclined to be wanting to throw bales around like a American football team would. You get the linemen out here, and you know, it's just a workout for them. So let me stack bales on here. You see me do this before. Well, I don't know. Is there going to be anything in this episode? Okay, last one, and this will be 33 bales on here. So if there's about 100 in this field, I should look and see how many we made. But if there's 100 in the field, it'll take 3 truckloads. Yeah. What I need is a trailer. Remember the one that I used to borrow from Merrick in the old Polish farm? If I had that trailer, I could fit a lot more. Of course, we can't throw bales in FS25. How did we used to do it in 22? I think it was X? No, square. X is jump. In FS22, you could use square, and it would throw the triangle is crouch, X is jump, square was throw, circle is drop. Yeah. Okay, so let's take these up to, I think, the animal dealers where we had to take them. While I'm sitting in here, I'm gonna look at the statistics real quick. Bales produce 118. So nearly 120. If we put 33 on every time, it'd be like 44 trips. Now what I'd like to do is, I think, just run even with the fence line to the, what is that, the west? So this fence line to the west, leave that other section between that and the vineyard and grass, potential expansion of the vineyard, and also maybe a little grass to cut for sheep or goats or something. I don't know if the goats will eat clover. They probably will if it's the modded barn for this map. But if it's like a base game or a different mod, they probably would not. Wow, the trees are very lush, makes it a little harder to drive. So let's head up to the animal dealer. Sell this load. Should get about 5,000 euros for it. Which, yeah, a little late now to get like a round baler or something. We've already done what we had to do. Ooh, careful. The grass is going to start growing again tomorrow. get it cultivated in, I guess, and get the clover sown in that portion of the field. And what else in June? Nothing really. We got oats planted. They'll be ready, what, probably September maybe? I don't know. What's the crop calendar look like on this map? Oats. July. Ooh, wow. And did we get them in at the beginning of the, I think so, the planting, quote-unquote, window for oats? I think we did. So that means, yeah, we'll be harvesting in July. So we're going to need a silo. Hopefully Mod Hub will be back up. I got to find some kind of small silo. I had an idea about a chicken pen that had a silo with it, but I don't think I got the space to put it anywhere. We can take a look at it when we get back to the farm, I suppose. Oh, not here, but the next one. Or behind the church. Trying to figure out what to do for fertilizer. I think I want to get like the little Salic fertilizer spreader goes on the back, although there are some modded ones. Again, got to be able to get into the Mod Hub to look for those. Maybe get something that's got a little larger capacity. The Salic could be okay because we don't get that far from the house, so we're not going to be very far from the fertilizer to go refill it. At least that's my thinking. What are we gonna get here? Oh, we got like 5,000 euros for 2 truckloads. So, yeah. We get another truckload. I could probably get another one loaded and back here. I'm gonna burn a little daylight though by thinking about the chicken coop a little bit. Alright, going past the neighbor's house, arriving back at the farm. Let's swing into the yard across. Often it's nighttime when I'm scheming on things, so I don't even know if that chicken barn will even look good in here. So I have to move this trailer, and I think we can get this junk hauled out of here. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Get rid of that old tractor. But yeah, it's either got to go over here or over there. So let's see, let's go into build mode. And under chickens, it's, I think this one here. Not enough money. And so we won't be able to see whether it'll go. It costs 25,000 euros. Gives you a silo that's got a good capacity. I think that would be good if we could fit it in there. Now the look, actually it doesn't quite match, but I think it would be a good one because it'd give us a silo and chickens. Actually that might fit. That one might actually fit in here as well. It's interfering with something there, but... So what's it, 35? This is the one I'd like to get. But I don't think I can make this one fit in here anywhere. And it won't turn the right ways. Yeah. So I could put it here maybe. Ooh, that's an option. Put it like here. And then come in from the back side. That's an option. That might work. That's definitely down the road. All right. I'm gonna go load this up again. We're arriving up here at the animal dealer again. Get another 2,500 euros. That should put us up. No. My maths are off. I was saying, oh, put us up by 20,000. No, it won't. No, it won't. Not at all. But it's something. Yeah. We're gonna go back and we'll load it up again while we still have some daylight. It's getting hard to see though. The shadows are long, makes it difficult. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off here. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me here in Pichonnière Valley. Farming Simulator 25, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. Come back. It'll be June. We'll finish getting that field repurposed and clover put in there. It'll be a gross state behind the other part, but what are you going to do?